Is Bitcoin gonna hit 100,000? Are we gonna go higher? Is 101, 102,000 in the cards? Or are we gonna roll over from here? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Joel Peterson with the Crypto Code. Hope you guys are doing well. I want to talk about Bitcoin. We're very close to hitting 100,000 and we're going to talk about that here in just a moment. I'm going to let you know where I'm at. I'm in Budapest, Hungary, not Budapest, Budapest. And I am sitting here by the Chain Bridge and the castle out there and all kinds of cool areas out here. We've been out here for 2 days. I'm going to show you some sites at the end for those of you guys that are interested, but I want to first talk about Bitcoin. And right now, as I'm recording this video, Bitcoin is sitting at, we're about 99,251. I'm not sure you can see that screen or not. And we're testing 100,000. Now, why are we testing 100,000? Well, just remember, crypto goes up, crypto goes down, and we've been playing in this range from about 74,000, 72,000, and our high earlier this year has been up to 109,000 and 109,400 or so. And so remember, crypto waves, it moves up and down through waves. It does it on smaller time scales, it does it on medium time scales, and it does on larger time scales. Now, we have been trending down. We talked about in yesterday's video a potential of a fake out. And it's very possible that we could be having a fake out situation here, or we could be getting ready to hit an all-time high. Now, there's one concerning thing about this, and we talked about this the last couple of days about news, and if you should be concerned about the news, if you should buy on the news, sell on the news. And we've got something interesting happening this cycle is President Trump posted on Truth Social, I think last night, something big is about to happen, something big is going to be announced. So it's like the announcements before the announcements. Now, it's an interesting thing because you have to be very careful, because many times what we've seen is these types of posts where you see markets start pumping with, the announcement before the announcement, and who knows what it's going to be. You usually, it doesn't mean all the time, you're going to see a pullback from those ranges. So it's very possible that you could see a pullback from those ranges. Not guaranteed, but we definitely can push up a bit higher in here. So 100,000, 101, 102,000 is definitely in the cards. And depending on the volume that comes to the market, we could test those all-time highs, or it could be a fake out. Now, the one thing to consider is we have been going up for about 1 month straight now. And generally, you're going to see some healthy pullbacks. So, 93K, 94K is still in the cards. That's kind of the area to kind of look at. If we can hold that 93.5, 93K area here and bounce from there, that'll be a nice healthy bounce. Now, if we go down from there and we continue to go down, then we'll have, maybe that sell in May will actually come into effect. But here at the Crypto Code, we don't necessarily care what the price of Bitcoin is. We're just trading level to level, whether we're doing long trades or short trades. You can profit in any direction. And by the way, congratulations to those of you who are just crushing it with the premium trade alerts. We're at about a 93% win rate, almost. I think we're almost there. The team just posted several wins, and congratulations if you have been taking the premium trade alerts. If you're curious about our premium trade alerts and how they work, how you can get our charts, how you can get our indicators, head on to the description of this video. You can register for a workshop, attend that workshop, take a short quiz at the end. We'll even send you $10 in Bitcoin. So the interesting thing is altcoins have also started to pick up some steam with this, and so many altcoins have started to get some nice moves the last couple of weeks, and it's very possible as Bitcoin dominance, if we hit Bitcoin dominance, if we get up to 70 and we start to see a pullback from there, it's very possible that we could see an alt season. Now, here's the thing: for 2 years now, you see YouTubers, you see people say, altcoin season's around the corner, altcoin season's around the corner. And I do believe that we're a little different than previous altcoin seasons, where you're going to see some altcoins really rally, and things will kind of rotate into certain altcoins. You know, and you never know which ones those are, but generally you can kind of find some of those top tier altcoins that have rallied in the past. In the past 2 years, we'll probably have some nice rallies this time around. Just remember in crypto, if you're around for last cycle, the previous cycle, there's many times those altcoins, they hardly ever come back. And so ones that were the stars before, they're not the stars again. So remember that not all altcoins will rally, and I'm not criticizing your altcoin. Everyone wants their altcoin to rally, but I'm not criticizing your altcoin, but it is smart to look at the charts. Were you accumulating those altcoins in the extreme buy and the buy zones like we use on our market cycle top indicators, or were you buying at the top? And that's an important thing to decide. Okay, so one last bit of advice if you are getting into altcoins. Definitely look for those that are in the extreme buy, in the buy zones. Don't spread yourself out too thin. This is one of the mistakes that a lot of people make, is they buy way too many altcoins. They're playing Russian roulette. They just think if I buy 20, 30 of them and spread it out, and then some of those are gonna pop. Go for the ones that have good fundamentals. Inside the Crypto Code, we do have a portfolio pass that we follow, and not guaranteed any of those are actually going to be the absolute winners, but those are the ones that we are investing in, the ones that we have done well for us. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Tomorrow we have a day just on the water, and so it'll be a day where I can kind of do some catch up. A lot of people on this Viking River cruise are we're some of the youngest. Well, I think we actually are the youngest on this boat, which is fun because we've met a lot of people. But a lot of people are retired, and they say to me, "Oh, you work while you're out here?" And I say, "Well, you know what? I felt like I quit my job 22 years ago when I left my desk job, and that's when I retired. And so I love working. Working is my life, and so I get to go have fun, get to go hang out here, jump on my laptop every day for a couple hours, do my trading." Interact with our members in our forum and my team, and to me that's just life. And so that's what I like to do, and I guess I have a different perspective than a lot of people. Alrighty guys, so let me kind of show you guys around if you guys are curious. If you watched the beginning of the video, that is the Palace Castle, I think they call that. This is called the Chain Bridge. Here's the deal. World War II, this place was just devastated. So pretty much everything you see up there was all rebuilt. It's pretty sad actually if you look through history. Hungary was just devastated, especially Budapest was. Very, very interesting. We did all kinds of tours today. We went to a Jewish synagogue. We went to this place called the House of Terror. Oh, just crazy the things that have happened in history here. Very, very sad actually. It's been interesting talking to a lot of the locals and the people here, and just to see how the progress has been made. And just little side note was kind of interesting. I was just with our Uber driver, and he was talking about how his kids are he goes, we need kids to have more discipline. We need kids to be more responsible in life. And I think that's it anywhere, right? You grow up and you always think young kids need more responsibility, but hopefully they eventually grow up. That was just an interesting thing. Coming through a lot of these Eastern European countries has been very, very eye-opening. I think everyone, blowing bugs off the screen here. I think everyone needs to spend some time out here, talk to people, do a little bit of the history, and then just appreciate the freedoms that we have in this world, and we need to make sure that we keep those freedoms. It's one thing I love about crypto. It's one thing I love about Bitcoin, is I do look at Bitcoin as freedom. A lot of these people that were in these countries over the years, no matter if it was like World War II or the uprisings here in Hungary in the 50s, and people just lost everything. But the nice thing about Bitcoin is you could memorize your seed phrases. You can keep those in here and no one can take it away from you. And that's the freedom of Bitcoin. And I don't have any allegiance to any altcoins. Bitcoin's my favorite. I love to trade Bitcoin. I love to accumulate Bitcoin. It's been my favorite. Altcoins, I look at all altcoins, no matter what it is, as just pure ways to make money. That's it. Pure ways to make a profit, pure ways to put those into buying more Bitcoin or accumulating more cash so I can buy more Bitcoin. One last word of advice. Don't get so married to any altcoin. You might love Cardano ADA. You might love lots of noise in the background. You might love Cardano ADA. You might love Solana. You might love Chainlink, and those are all, they all have great projects. You can love those things, but I would just caution you about that, because so many people love a project and they will hold it and they'll watch it go down 80, 98%, 97%, 99% in a bear market. It doesn't matter how much you love it. If your investment goes down to almost zero, well, what's to love about that? Very, very few altcoins will be around in 20 years, 10 years. They just won't. Maybe just a handful of few will. So learn from the dot-com bust. Back in, if you're younger, you might not understand what the dot-com bust was, but around 2000, in the early 2000s, the internet was coming online. There was a lot of companies that were starting, and a ton of them, pets.com, all kinds of companies. Amazon started, but you didn't know which one was going to come out top. But at the end of the day, it was just a couple companies that really came on top and were the winners. And there were so many companies that went out of business. It's the same thing with crypto and same thing with altcoins. So I just would caution you we don't hodl. I caution you not to hodl altcoins. So just be careful with that. But Bitcoin is one of those things that I always tell people who want to get into crypto, but they just don't have a lot of time and they don't want to even learn about it. I just say, you know what, just take 10% of your paycheck and just buy Bitcoin. And don't look at the price. Just don't look at the price, and just do that for 10, 15 years and you'll be a happy camper. Alrighty guys, I know I covered kind of a lot of things today. We're on the water tomorrow. I'll try to shoot another video tomorrow, and then I think we are on to Vienna out in Austria. We're heading over into those countries. We're going to head over to Vienna, we're going to head over to Germany, and several stops in those areas. So this is Joel with the Crypto Code. Thank you for watching our videos. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want more videos like this, plus all of our other content. As always, take massive action in your life in anything you do. We'll see you on another video, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching the Crypto Code. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more crypto insights. Let me know your thoughts on today's video in the comments below. You can also check out what we do here at the Crypto Code by registering for one of our free workshops where we show you how we and our students profit in crypto, no matter if the markets are up or down. If you register for the workshop, you also get access to a free weekly trade alert. Attend our free workshop, take a short quiz at the end, and we will send you $10 in Bitcoin. No purchase needed. We've already given away hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Bitcoin just this year alone. Just look for the link in the description of this video to register for the workshop. It will be worth your time. Our public trade record currently has a 90% win rate, and you can view it here. Best of luck with your investments, and remember to stay informed and stay safe in the crypto world. See you next time.